The death of Charlie Kirk may very well lead to the salvation of a dear friend who I've been praying for over a decade. Let me explain. Last week, I posted a video about how you shouldn't cut out your liberal friends, the kinds of friends who maybe they weren't celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, but they thought he had it coming. You know, they thought he was a vile man. And that's the conversation I had with my friend last week. He didn't condone the violence. He thought it was sad for the children, but he thought Charlie Kirk was a vile, vile man. And I told him that if you think Charlie Kirk is a vile man, then you think I'm a vile man, because my views are more right-wing than his. And we got into a heated political debate that turned into a theological debate, because it always does with him. And it ended with him in tears and me emotional too. And I shared this last week. But I've just been thinking about him and praying for him ever since. And then I sent him a text last night about particularly the Second Amendment thing that he brought up, saying, you know, that Charlie Kirk thought it was acceptable for kids to die so that we can have some guns, you know, people who are reading that headline. And I sent him a video giving him the full context. And I asked, do you still think that opinion is vile, or can that just be something that we disagree on, you know? And he sent me a voice message back. And he said, almost emotionally said, I've been thinking about it ever since our conversation. I've thought and thought, I couldn't get it out of my mind. And like, it's troubled him. And so he went and did his own research, and I sent him a video, and he said, you know what, I'll give it to you. That is just a political opinion that he has. It's not vile. We could just disagree on that. And then he went on to say, and he told me, I know you're going to love this, because I tell him all the time that Jesus Christ is coming after him. He said, I know you're going to love this, but I'm going to buy a Bible, and I need to know what translation to get. And this was last night. And I told him, and I also sent him a voice message back, basically reaffirming that Christ is coming after him, and that this is the beginning for you. You're coming into the kingdom, baby. And if you're watching this, friend, you know who you are. And now I'm making this video, I've got a few seconds left, to ask you to pray. Pray for him. Pray that the Lord would bring him in. Pray that the Lord would use Charlie Kirk's death to bring hundreds, thousands, millions into the kingdom. You got an army praying for you now, brother.